Hey YouTube, so today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Les Miserables. Now keep in mind, I haven't read the book, I haven't watched the musical, I haven't watched the play or anything. All I've done is just watch the movie, so that's all the review is going to be about. Now, I didn't think the movie was terrible, I just didn't like it that much, and there were two reasons why. The first reason is because of Anne Hathaway. Not because of her performance, but because of people's reaction to her performance. I mean, everyone told me going into it, Anne Hathaway is so good, you gotta watch it for Anne Hathaway. But nobody told me that she was only in the movie for 10 minutes and then she dies. It's like if I were to recommend an episode of CSI because there was a really good murder victim, or if I were to recommend a book because it had a really good table of contents, or if I were to recommend a restaurant because it had a really nice front door. You guys get the point. And the second reason why I didn't like Les Miserables was because of the singing. But then people might say, oh, but it's a musical movie, don't you expect there to be singing? But it's not the fact that there was singing, it was that there was 2.5 hours of singing, and 2.5 hours of bad singing. And more specific than that, Russell Crowe. Now, I'm sure this topic has been beaten to death, but it's not the fact that I fault Russell Crowe for not being able to sing. It's more that I fault Nina Gold, the casting director, for casting him as the role of Javert. And if you're making this movie and you know that there's going to be 2.5 hours of singing and that 95% of the singing parts are going to be for Javert, isn't it your moral obligation to not cast someone who sounds like they've been constipated for the last 10 years? So with that said, I think it'd be senseless for me to just go on and on about how the singing was bad. So I think I came up with a pretty good casting solution that would make the movie a lot more fun and a lot more entertaining, but still maintain its integrity. And that is if you replace this Javert with Javert Ja-Rock Johnson. Before you guys rip on me and say, oh, you're so stupid, you're just trying to be funny. I actually believe that if they had cast The Rock instead of Russell Crowe, that would have made the movie a lot better. And it would have made the movie rock. Pun intended. And it would have made the movie less miserable. Heyo! And maybe sticking to Javert necessities. I'm sorry, I just have the way with words. I am on a roll! I think the first thing people might say is, oh, but The Rock doesn't look like Javert. But honestly, for a movie that's about the French Revolution where most of the main characters that were cast were either Australian or British, something tells me that accuracy isn't on the top of their list of priorities. So I think The Rock would be fine. And the second is that some people might think that The Rock can't sing, but The Rock actually can sing. He can sing gentle. Ooh, it's lasted so long. And he can sing rough. Going through a party and he spent some bucks. Didn't invite Cena cause he totally sucks. And most importantly, the fact is that he can sing better than Russell Crowe. I think by choosing The Rock, you immediately reach a wider demographic. The movie becomes a lot more interesting, and also the movie might even become a little bit shorter. If you can imagine Jean Valjean saying, I served my time, and then The Rock goes like, but have you? Jean Valjean says, I'm sorry, sir, I did not, I'm sorry. So there you have it. That's what I think of Les Miserables. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I figured out to be a little bit more objective this time. The overall time of the movie was 157 minutes, and Anne Hathaway's performance was 10 minutes. So if Anne Hathaway receives a 10 out of 10 for her 10-minute performance, plus the 1 out of 10 the rest of the movie receives, this averages out to a 1.56 out of 10. So I'll just round it up to a 1.6 out of 10, which is slightly better than The Hunger Games, but I still don't like it that much. So for those of you who haven't watched the movie yet and would like to watch it, I want to leave you with this 30-second reenactment. Hopefully it'll save you guys some time and you'll still get the general gist of what happened in the 2012 version of Les Miserables. So if you like it, please subscribe, leave me some comments below, and that's about it. Rater's gonna rate. I'm out. I'm a free man. No, you're not. I'm gonna get you. I sing like this for 3 hours. I dreamed a dream of time. I'm dead. Friends on fire. French Revolution, I save your life. I'm confused, and so I kill myself. I am old, and now I'm dead.